Good day to all of you. I'm Sivaram, former senior executive with 47 years of experience from Sessions I Paper and Boards Limited, Erode. I'm very glad to share my knowledge and experience on TPM with all of you. In our previous episode, we have already seen videos on TPM part 1 to part 5. In continuation, we will be discussing about TPM part 6, which is the last and final video in TPM. Welcome to TPM training part 6. In this video, we will be discussing about how to kickstart TPM and also the benefits of implementing and following TPM in your company. Now let's see how to kickstart TPM in a company. As a first step, engage a TPM consultant or an expert. Formulate TPM policy for the company and display them in all departments. Select TPM manager, TPM pillar chairman, and TPM secretariat head. Select an auspicious day for the kickoff function. Function can be conducted at the company's community hall, etc. Invite maximum employees for the function. Introduce the TPM manager, pillar chairman, etc. to all. Next step is to select the worst of worst department in the company as the manager model plan for doing TPM. In this plan, choose a part of it where you want to carry out TPM first. All HODs and managers in the company will be allocated 1 or 2 equipment in this part of the department. They will do TPM for 1 hour daily under the guidance of the consultant or expert. The HOD and the manager in this department concerned will also witness how TPM is being done. TPM step 0 to step 3 have to be carried out in this area. Once all these steps have been completed and some improvements are seen, TPM can be replicated to other departments by the HODs and the managers who had already undergone TPM training, practical training here in their respective departments. Third step is to divide the departments in the company into circles, both factory departments and administrative officers, and assign TPM numbers for identification. HODs or section heads will be the head of the TPM circle. Next, to form subcircles. Divide each TPM circle into subcircles according to the employee strength and number of equipment in the department. Allocate numbers to the subcircles too. Normal shifting charges and department area managers will be the heads of the subcircles. According to the employee strength of the department, segregate members equally to form the subcircles with equipment ownership responsibility. Next, for the TPM secretary. Management will select one senior executive as TPM manager and another executive to be the head of the TPM secretariat, assisted by core team consisting of cross-functional members. Allocate the subcircles to the core team members equally, and they will be responsible for monitoring and guiding the subcircle leaders and their members in the TPM activities and report to TPM secretariat head about their progress. In turn, the TPM secretary head will report to TPM manager if there are any problems in implementing TPM in the departments, that is circles. Problems will be resolved in production or HOD meeting. Next very important point is allocating equipment ownership. Once equipment ownership along with surrounding areas have been allocated for all the employees in the subcircles, prepare and display the equipment ownership cards near the equipment with owner's photo and equipment name. Equipment owner will be fully responsible for the performance and upkeep of the equipment in ideal condition and implementing TPM step 0 to step 3 in his ownership equipment and area. Next important point is giving TPM training to all employees. Once equipment ownership has been allocated, select TPM trainers department-wise, and consultant or expert will give TPM training to these trainers and also to TPM pillar chairman from step 0 to step 3. TPM trainers will in turn give training to all the subcircle leaders and members in their respective departments. TPM training to focus on the following topics. First, why we need to do TPM and what are the benefits. Second point, highlights the importance of doing step 0 to step 3. How to do 1S, 2S and 3S. Cleaning with meaning and purpose. What are the safety points to be checked before commencing cleaning? Next, how to identify white and red tags about abnormalities using your sensors and record them in the abnormality registers. Next, the importance of CLT and next, and how to use CLT check sheets. CILT check sheets are health check-up for the equipment. Importance of lubrication and tightening, and the important points one has to check in the ownership equipment under inspection. Importance of identifying sources of contamination in inaccessible places and rectify them early for doing CILT with ease. How to identify the points in the ownership equipment which may cause accidents, breakdowns, affect quality, production, cause pollution and generate waste, and how to take preventive measures. Also educate the circle and sub-circle leaders on the importance of displaying shadow boards for keeping the important maintenance tools for repairing and making adjustments, and the two bin systems for all the maintenance spares for the in-process materials and consumables. Introduce these concepts in all the circles to monitor and control inventory. Benefits of two bin systems should also be taught to all. This will optimize the inventory. Everyone should know what is RCA and Kaizen. Educate all members how to do RCA for the problems identified in the ownership area. RCA is root cause analysis. Circle and sub-circle should elicit improvement suggestions, that Kaizens, that is improvements with nil investment or least investment from their members and in their TPM meetings. In a company where members give more Kaizens, it is known as growing company, since it reflects the high morale of the employees. On the other, if there are no Kaizens coming from employees, then the company is termed as sleeping company. Sleeping company. Recognize and give rewards for the good Kaizens like mementos or cash award. Next is the TPM minutes. Circle leaders to conduct fortnightly TPM meetings with their sub-circle leaders and prepare minutes and forward them to TPM secretariat head, stating how many abnormalities, that is white tags and red tags, have been identified and rectified in their sub-circles. Should also furnish the target dates with responsibility for the pending abnormalities for rectifying them. What Kaizens have been completed, such abnormalities which cannot be rectified within the department and pillars chairman is required should be highlighted in the production or HOD meetings. Responsibility with target dates will be fixed by TPM manager or MD for addressing these long pending issues. Next, TPM manager along with TPM secretariat head will prepare criteria for TPM evaluation of circles, that is departments. TPM secretariat head along with his core team members should visit the circles once in a fortnight, check 1S, 2S, 3S, implementation, unsafe places, unsafe acts, go through the abnormality register and check the status of white and red tag abnormalities rectification. Check CLT check sheets, number of Kaizens given, and also check circle leaders minutes. Evaluate the TPM circle's performance department wise based on data collected. Give appropriate marks for housekeeping, safety, Kaizens, visual management, CLT check sheets, abnormality register updating, white and red tags rectification, equipment ownership display, TPM awareness among members on step 0 to step 3, etc. Showcase the TPM performance marks scored department-wise in the monthly HOD meetings. Point out the lapses in the depart if any. Unresolved problems in TPM will also be discussed in HOD meetings. Responsibility with target date will also be fixed in the meetings. Now let's see how to formulate the TPM policy. This is a sample of a TPM policy of a manufacturing company. On the left hand side top corner have your company's logo. Write down a company's name in the dotted line provided and prepare a similar TPM policy as shown here. You can change the sentence as per your company's business objectives and ensure that it focuses on TPM requirements. At the bottom left hand side, write down the date on which the policy was formulated with the signature of CEO on the right hand side bottom. These TPM policies should be displayed at all the important places in the company. Now let's see how TPM organ chart is formed. Select one senior executive as your TPM manager, 8 TPM pillar chairman, TPM secretariat head, and form TPM circles and sub-circles in all the departments. Roles and responsibilities are given in the subsequent slides. Give numbers to all TPM circles. Here in the box one department is given number as TPM circle 1. Normally the TPM circle leader will be the HOD of the department. Next it is shown that there are three subcircles in the circle. Give numbers as subcircle 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. Normally the subcircle leaders will be the shift in charges in the department and department section heads of maintenance department. This is how TPM structure is formed for departments. In this slide we will see in detail how circles are formed. Normally the HOD will be the circle leader of the department. Each circle should have a deputy circle leader too next to HOD. Divide department into zones if the department is very big and has more employees and more equipment. Each zone should have one leader and deputy leader. Divide zones into subcircles with cross-functional members like mechanical, electrical, instruments, civil, etc. Identify number of equipment and employees in each zone. Divide equipment and employees equally for forming subcircles. Give ownership of one equipment along with surrounding area for each employee. If equipment are more, allocate 2 or 3 to each employee depending on the number of equipment. Ensure all equipment are covered. Each subcircle should not have more than 6 to 8 employees for close monitoring. Form the subcircles accordingly. Ensure critical equipment are allocated to knowledgeable employees only. HODs are circle leaders to decide these. Make sure that no employee or equipment or area is left without ownership. Photos to be taken of the employees in front of the equipment and the ownership cards are to be displayed near the equipment. Employee's name and equipment's name should also be shown in the display board. Ensure these display boards are laminated so they can be cleaned easily and kept always clean. Employees should take pride in maintaining the ownership equipment in a clean and ideal condition. This is another typical TPM structure for very big departments. This department, that is circle, has 3 very big machines and more numbers of auxiliaries. This circle is divided into 3 zones with zone leaders. Here also you need to assign numbers to the circles and zones and subcircles. Example, this circle is assigned circle number 2 and zones 1, 2, 3, and each zone is divided into subcircles 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 and 2.6 with cross-functional members. This methodology is adopted for close monitoring of the owners and their equipment. Now let's see how, having formed the TPM organization chart, let's see how the roles and responsibilities defined for TPM structured members. First, let's see the roles and responsibilities of the subcircle members. These are the grassroots members in the TPM organization chart. We've already seen in detail what are the important things the equipment owner should know and what to do in TPM step 0 to step 3 in our previous videos. Let's not repeat again. Please refer previous TPM part 3 to part 5 videos. What are the responsibilities of zone and subcircle leaders? Zones and subcircle leaders must ensure TP activities are being followed by all the team members, especially doing 1S, 2S, 3S at the ownership equipment, surrounding area and identifying abnormalities using their sensors during cleaning time. They must be well versed in implementing step 0 to step 3. TPM to be conducted for 1 hour daily at the shop floor initially and later can be shortened if the cleaning, inspection, lubrication and tightening time have been reduced after some kaizens have been carried out at their equipment areas. To check whether the owner is able to do CLT activities at the equipment with ease. To ensure most of the process problems, that is white tags and small regular maintenance jobs, are attended by the equipment owners themselves without external help. Problems that cannot be rectified by the owner himself should be addressed by the respective maintenance personnel, that is red tags. These problems should be recorded in the abnormal register without fail and informed to the department maintenance personnel concerned for early rectification. Subcircle leaders must go through the abnormal register daily, coordinate with the maintenance personnel to resolve the recorded abnormalities at the earliest. They must have a record of all the pending abnormalities which are not rectified in time but kept pending for a long period. Such pending abnormalities should be informed to their circle leaders for these follow-up, etc. They should check at random some ownership equipment in areas along with the equipment owners. Check whether equipment and area are kept neat, clean and tidy. No leakages, no slippery floors, safety aspects intact. whether the owner is aware of the lubrication points and how he will check the nuts and bolts are not loose and are intact. Check the members' CLT check sheet whether duly filled in and abnormalities, if any, highlighted in the check sheet and recorded in the abnormality registers. Ensure whether all the sources of contamination in accessible places have been identified and corrective actions taken. They should also elicit kaizens from the members for improving the process, production, improving safety, reducing waste, conserving water, steam, power, in-process chemicals, lubricants, maintenance spares, etc. Now let's see the responsibilities of the TPM circle leaders. Circle leaders should ensure that all their zone and sub-circle leaders along with the members are well trained in step 0 to step 3. After ascertaining that all the members are well trained in one step, then only they can move to next TPM step. Ensure ownership of equipment and areas are allocated to all employees. No equipment, area or person should be left out. Arrange necessary cleaning, maintenance tools and PPEs. Should also ensure no unsafe places or unsafe acts are there in their circles. They should go through the abnormal register, ensure they are duly updated and also sign in the register for having checked. Inspect at random some ownership equipment and areas along with the equipment owner, sub-circle leader and the zone leader. During inspection, you must check whether the equipment and area are kept neat and tidy, no leakages, no slippery floors, safety measures are intact, whether the owner is aware of the lubrication points, how he will check whether nuts and bolts are not loose and they are intact. Check the member's CLT check sheet, whether they are duly filled in and abnormality is marked as X. Conduct weekly TPM meetings with zone, sub-circle leaders and section heads of maintenance departments. Agenda for meeting should include how many white and red tags abnormalities have been identified and how many have been rectified. How many are kept pending with valid reasons. Fix responsibility with target for resolving pending abnormal. Prepare minutes of the meeting and send copies of the minutes to TPM Secretary Head and TPM Manager. Elicit kaizens from the zone, sub-circle leaders, department maintenance managers for improving the department's performance, etc. Circle leaders can seek the help of the pillar chairman concerned regarding guidance for resolving the problems which cannot be addressed within the department, which need external help, resources, shutdown, etc. Circle leaders' main target is to aim for zero accident, zero breakdown, zero customer complaint, zero defect, zero pollution, and zero waste in the department. These are the ultimate goals of TPM. Now let's see what are the responses of top management. Now let's see what are the responses of the top management in implementing TPM. GM or MD will discuss with all the HODs about the status of TPM activities in their department in the fortnightly or monthly HOD meetings. Also discuss the abnormalities which cannot be rectified by the HOD or pillar chairman. Decision to be taken for seeking the external expert help if needed for addressing these pending issues. Once a 6 months marks given by the TPM Secretariat for successful implementing TPM in various departments will be discussed in the HOD meetings. Criteria for scoring marks will be on good housekeeping, that is 1S, 2S, 3S, no leakages, no accident, no repeated breakdowns, percentage of white and red tags rectified, visual management display, and number of kaizens suggested and implemented by employees. Best kaizens implemented by the employees to be recognized and rewarded either with mementos or cash award according to the quality of the kaizens implemented. Such kaizens will be selected by TPM Secretariat Head and approved by TPM Manager. Best overall TPM performing department will be selected and given cash awards by GM or MD during Republic Day or Independence Day function. Non-performing departments will be want to improve. Such departments, if any, should spell out what help they seek from others or from management for improving TPM. TPM Secretariat and TPM Manager will focus more on these departments and help them to improve. Management should ensure that all the employees are doing TPM with passion and not out of compulsion. Now let's see What are the benefits of TPM after implementing and sustaining it over a period of time? Successful companies who practice TPM sincerely have seen the following benefits. Productivity and profit will increase. Development of competent operators and skilled maintenance personnel. Housekeeping will be improved throughout the company. Number of accidents will get reduced. Number of breakdowns will get reduced. Quality defects and rework will get reduced. Less number of customer complaints. Scrap sales will improve, make more, and you can make more money. Inventory can be controlled. Pollution will be contained. Specific consumption of water, steam, power per unit product will get reduced. Wastage of excess lubricants, chemicals, packing materials, etc. will be contained. Cleaning time, inspection time of equipment will get reduced. Conducive work environment will boost up the morale of employees. Happy employees will give more number of kaizen. People visiting occupational health and centers for illness, etc. will get reduced. Employees will take pride of their ownership, equipment and areas. Company image will improve and attract new customers and thus make more profit. We come to the concluding part of this video. Let's start implementing TPM and make it as a way of our way of life. My next video will be on awareness on ISO 9000, that is quality management system, ISO 14000, that is environment management system, and ISO 45001 occupational health and safety management system. Thank you all for your patience hearing. If you like to view my previous videos on 5 years concepts TPM part 1 to part 5, please search Learning with Sivaram in YouTube and click the icon plant in folder hands so that my videos can be viewed in sequence. If you like these videos, please press the like image and click the subscribe and bell icon and share among your friends and others who will be benefited. I will also be further uploading free videos on other management system tools. Example, how to become a green company, root cause analysis, kaizen, risk management, etc. for knowledge sharing. Once again, thank you all. Have a nice day.